For the story, Things Fall Apart, I made two different things to kind of represent the story. So I made a poem and I also made a drawing. And my drawing just kind of like represents like some of the things that happened in the story, like some of the Igbo customs, and then it's supposed to just like also represent my poem. And my poem is supposed to be from like Onkonko's perspective, so it's supposed to be like as if he wrote it. So my poem is, I don't want to be like you. I am not weak. I am strong. I want to be successful, but I am cast away. Sometimes it is hard to live each day. Changes are coming, and I don't want them to be made. In this grave, I must slay. Things fall apart, so I must not live to see another day. And so I just made this poem, and I wanted it to show who Onkonko wanted to be, what he didn't want to be, some of the things he went through. So like the first part of the poem is supposed to be about Onkonko's father. Like he didn't want to be like his father. He didn't want to be weak. He wanted to be strong. He wanted to be everything that his father was not. He didn't want to be lazy. He wanted to be hardworking, stuff like that. He wanted to be successful. So that's what the first half of the poem is supposed to be. And then like I just also wanted to like show what he wanted to be, but I also wanted to show like the mistakes that he made, because he did make mistakes and do things that went against their customs. And the story, him and his family, they're sent away for 7 years. So that's like what I mean by when I say I'm cast away. I'm trying to like capture that. And then like the changes are coming, that's supposed to be like the Europeans that were like coming and telling them Christianity's right, trying to convert them. That's what that's supposed to represent. And then, and really the end of my poem was just like shows like the depression that he went through in like parts of the story, stuff like that. And then like in the end we could just see Onkonko like lose faith. Like the Christianity, it's just like these changes are like much for him. So I just wanted to capture that, how like in the end he kind of lost his faith and killed himself. And then I chose to make my poem from like Onkonko's perspective, and I wanted to like capture him. I focused more on him rather than like the Igbo tribe customs and other things in the story. I've decided to focus on him like more so than anything else, because his character just like really resonated with me, because like he didn't want to be like his father, but it could be said that like Onkonko had a disgraceful death as well, because in the Igbo culture they don't like suicide is a sin. So like the fact that Onkonko killed himself, that could be a disgraceful death as well. So like just the fact that he didn't want to be like his father, but like then died a disgraceful death, kind of just resonated with me and made Onkonko's like character like stick out just even more to me. So I wanted to really just take the poem from his perspective. And then I also made this drawing, and it's just supposed to represent like some of the things that happened in the story, and it's supposed to also represent my poem. So like here, this is like what mainly represents my poem. It just like represents Onkonko's death, his loss of faith, his depression, other things he went through. And then like the earth, it's supposed to represent, like these represent like just customs of the Igbo like tribe and things that happened in the story. But like Onkonko killing the boy that he was like had took in, this like is supposed to represent the earth god, because like him doing that went against like the earth god. So like, and like the machetes and stuff like that, this is just all supposed to represent just different stuff that happened in the story. Here this could like kind of represent like the Europeans and like the Christians and just like all the religious aspects of the story. And so yeah, this was just supposed to represent my poem and the story itself, like things that happened in it. This is supposed to represent the Igbo tribe, the Europeans, everything. And so yeah, for this project I just made a poem and a drawing, and I found the book very interesting. My uncle's actually Igbo, so I thought that was interesting to be able to read about the Igbo tribe and actually know somebody that is from that culture. So I just found that really interesting.